Even before you get into the turnstile, you can already tell it's the holidays. And in that spirit today, we're going to see what the holidays would look like if you had no point of reference other than what EPCOT's telling you. Join us today as we do just a little
Splorin!
Chances are, if you were a very big fan of Disney World, you've already, by this time of the season, probably seen a couple hundred Disney videos that'll show you just how the Festival of the Holidays works here at EPCOT. We're not going to do that today. We're going to take a slightly different view, a view askew, if you will. It dawned on me the other day that EPCOT is all about teaching us what different parts of the world celebrate, in this particular case, when they celebrate the holidays. But if you were coming into things blind and you didn't know what the holidays were, EPCOT might be a little confusing. Today we're going to kind of dive in and show what the holidays is, depending on where you are geographically in the park at that time. From the moment you walk into the main entrance, it's pretty obvious that Christmas time is in fact here. And like any good celebration, this one comes with paperwork, which makes it all a little bit more official. Each and every little page in this is a little slice of festive goodness. I see we've got cookies, we've got waffles, we've got copyrighted Christmas music. Like any good festival here at EPCOT, it all begins with topiaries and cutouts and festive photos. Festive sweaters. Some guy kind of dressed a little bit like Fred from Scooby-Doo. All combined to kind of bring you into the holiday spirit as soon as you walk in. And unsurprisingly, Christmas apparently means a lot of commercialism. Ugly sweaters, diabetes, joyful pillows, scented candles. So that's what Christmas smells like. And very, very meta countdown calendars. It actually is 12 days until Christmas. Witchcraft. Even Christmas towels, or blankets, or both. Textiles. Festive textiles. And it's all under the festive glow of a holiday bough.
If you're a real Disney adult, then you're probably going to get one of these for your passport.
Passport fraud. Really is the holidays of my youth. So I guess if we could infer anything from the front of the park, it's that the holidays are all about making plans and purchases. We have now reached Communicore, and apparently Communicore is where you go to meet Santa, or at least where you go to meet a Santa. I understand that there are multiple Santas. This is one thing that I've learned here at EPCOT today. One of our good family friends has referred to this as Blanta. Now, I should point out that she's allowed to call him Blanta. Read between the lines. But across from Santa, or Blanta if you want, there's a lot of Christmas gear, including Lumberjack Mickey. At least I think he's a lumberjack, and that's okay. I will say this, those are pretty spiffy boots. Looks like this particular area is sponsored by Citizen, the good folks who bring you watches that I can't afford. Unless, of course, this video does really, really well, in which case, Citizen, who makes watches I probably still can't afford. Our next stop on our little Christmas journey is the land, featuring Soarin'. Well, this video won't be featuring Soarin', but the land itself is, well, you'll see. A quick look at the inside of the land probably wouldn't look a whole lot different than any other time here at EPCOT, but those of us who've been around a little bit longer know better. Also, that guy's shirt says Pooh. Just a quick reminder for you, this is the type of highbrow holiday content you're only going to find at Splorin, so make sure you reach down below and give that subscribe button a big hug. We're about a half an hour into the line. We're about to finally get on to Listen to the Land, which has a Christmas overlay that I love. If I can take one moment to just editorialize, this is probably the biggest overlay for Christmas that the East Coast parks have. Unlike Disneyland, that does a little bit of a better job of embracing the holiday.
From the land. Join us as we bring in the most for centuries.
Here in the greenhouse, Christmas has rules here. It requires attention and care and mild willingness to just follow instructions.
Family and friends gather once a year to celebrate and enjoy some of the dishes served during this grand meal. Today, by recycling a variety of holiday cookies, cakes, and other delicious good cheer. EPCOT scientists are able to celebrate. Farmers and even backyard gardeners are doing their part.
So what have we learned here at the land?
Living with the
We've learned
land.
that you don't stumble across Christmas here, you discover it, slowly, over 12 minutes of floating through what has been deemed festive enough. Always a big fan of that one. Even the plants get in on the holiday cheer. Now, whether or not they are aware or enjoying it, it's irrelevant. Welcome to the Scentsy Pavilion. This is the only pavilion officially brought to you by those good folks that make the candles. It's also the only pavilion where you can walk around and sniff the public displays, and no one's really gonna pay a whole lot of mind. This one is called Silver Bells. It says that it's a wintry aroma that smells clear as a bell. Vanilla, pear, and of course caramel. Of course caramel. I don't smell the pear. Perhaps it's still under the tree with the partridge. Not just pretty words. This one is pine. Or at least it's supposed to be pine. I also still don't smell pear. As you can see, World Showcase is certainly hopping today. 2 weeks before Christmas, though. I guess that's not really outside of what I would expect. Methinks, however, that this is where the holiday spirit really kicks up a notch or two. Also, Shoulder Demon.
Very poopy.
We're going to start our international holiday stroll here in Canada, home of, well, Dan Aykroyd and Poutine and probably those two. Oh yeah, there's Olaf down there too. Canada's Christmas is subtle, possibly shy. There's no performance, there's no narrator, and there's no clear instructions, which actually feels strangely on brand. Most people don't really know a whole lot about Canada beyond cold, polite, and probably nice. Christmas here seems comfortable and within that. Nothing here is really trying to impress you too much, and somehow that actually feels like the point.
Welcome to England.
If Canada were your only reference, Christmas is quiet, it's outdoorsy, and nobody is going to correct you if you do something wrong. It's festive, but in a way that doesn't want to bother anyone. moving on from Canada, we're heading to the UK, which sadly I actually know a little bit more about the UK than I do Canada. That's unfortunate. The UK celebrates Christmas through stories and greenery and a general expectation that you already know what this is all about. There's nothing overtly flashy here, just tradition, waiting patiently for you to notice it. This feels vaguely less like a celebration and more like Christmas existing responsibly. Christmas here seems to pair well with a quiet drink and minimal eye contact. If you miss it, that's fine. The holidays will still be here tomorrow and next year and probably exactly the same. If the UK were your only reference, Christmas is understated, traditional, and something you would pass through calmly on your way to a warm drink. From what I'm picking up, in France, Christmas is somebody else's carefully curated memory, served with a side of quiet judgment. Attempting to enjoy it too loudly may attract a raised eyebrow, and yes, they're definitely judging Britain just across the river. If France were your only reference, Christmas is an exquisitely curated storybook of luxury and nostalgia, with just enough stewiness to remind you that Britain still exists somewhere across the pond. Morocco is sort of its own thing. It's not exactly known for being a Christmas-type country. Don't get me wrong, Christmas is here in principle, but so subtle that if you sneezed, you could very easily miss it. If Morocco was all you had to go by, then Christmas is optional and mostly decorative. Enjoy quietly, or perhaps not at all. Japan does acknowledge Christmas, gently and politely, almost apologetically, and then immediately reminds you that you are in a department store. There are some holiday decorations tucked here and there, but you have to look for them. Christmas exists, it's just not interrupting anything. Most Christmas here appears to take place inside of a very calm, very well-organized store where you can buy holiday items. A kitchen knife, a small cat figurine, some incense, maybe the inside of a oyster, all without an explanation. Honestly, if Japan was your only reference, Christmas would be subtle, optional, and best enjoyed quietly while browsing a store that sells a little bit of everything. It's not a spectacle, it's more of an accent. I guess you could say that according to Japan, Christmas is polite, understated, and something you acknowledge briefly before continuing on with your day. America enters Christmas the same way that we enter most conversations, loudly, confidently, and under the assumption that this is now the main event. My friends, this is less of a pavilion and more of a declaration. Christmas here in the US is big, not because it needs to be, but because it can be. It's not entirely clear where Christmas ends and America begins, and that, my friends, feels intentional. If the American pavilion were your only reference, Christmas is big, important, deeply meaningful, and possibly the self-styled cultural center of the world. According to America, Christmas is sincere, patriotic, and best experienced at full volume. Italy tends to look like it's hosting Christmas, but also several other things at the same time. None of them seem to really be aware of each other. Italy is introducing us to a Christmas witch, not metaphorically, like quite literally, a gift-giving witch. Alright, so over here is La Befana. I thought we had missed all of her performances today, but apparently we got here just in time. She is the Christmas witch. Well, sort of. She doesn't come for Christmas. She comes for the Epiphany Eve, January 5th. Basically, if you were nice, this woman, this witch, will come to your house and fill up your trove. Okay? Fill up your trove with lots of presents, assuming that you've been good all year long and listen to your parents and whatever witches do. I'll be honest, I don't really know a whole lot about witches.
If you are not so good, what do I bring? You said that very quickly. I recognize you. All right, now, in America, there is a gift giver. He looks like this guy here.
Somewhere an American is quietly deciding whether to boycott Italy over this whole witch thing.
Because I'm a witch. No, nothing. Not even a little scared. What if I only...
If Italy was your only point of reference, Christmas is magical, slightly spooky, culturally complicated, and yes, we're putting the witch back in Christmas. Germany wastes absolutely no time in explaining Christmas. It assumes that you're already eating it. Christmas pairs best with alcohol. Germany is very confident about this. Here in Germany, calories are not a side effect of Christmas, they are the entire point. Every surface in Germany can hold a decoration, and probably is meant to. Your only reference. Christmas is eating too much. It's drinking warmly and buying at least one object that you didn't initially plan to carry home. China acknowledges Christmas visually. Somewhat visually, at least. Emotionally, even less so. Christmas exists here as something to be observed, or perhaps just purchased, very carefully. Knowing what I know about China, you can look and you can appreciate, but you probably shouldn't improvise. If China was your only reference, Christmas is beautiful, tightly controlled, and impressively sanctioned. Not something you're really meant to personalize. Norway presents Christmas as old and cold and strangely serious about barns. Norway has a version of Santa that lives in a barn, which raises a lot of questions, none of which of them are really answered. If Norway was your only reference, Christmas is cold, it's practical, and it involves a Santa who absolutely does not live in a mall. Mexico always tends to be a little bit of a celebration, and in this case it doesn't ease into Christmas, it starts with it already in progress. This version of Christmas is loud, it's shared, and it's unconcerned with subtlety. It doesn't need to be correct, it just needs to be felt. If Mexico is your only reference, Christmas is a celebration that you join immediately, whether you want to or not.
All day here at EPCOT, we've been trying to figure out what Christmas is supposed to mean. And depending on where you stand in this park, it obviously changes. Sometimes it's tradition, sometimes it's celebration, sometimes it's excess, or restraint. Maybe it's stories passed down so long that no one really remembers where they started. But standing here, none of that really feels like it's competing anymore. This tree doesn't belong to any one nation. It doesn't tell you how you're supposed to celebrate or what you're supposed to believe or what they think matters most. It just exists, and somehow it makes room for everything. If EPCOT were your only reference, maybe Christmas isn't about getting it right. Maybe it's about standing together in the same place, bringing your own meaning with you and letting it be enough. That feels like something worth keeping. From me to you and your entire family, I hope you and your camp have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, whatever it takes, whatever it means, whatever that is for you and for yours. Here at EPCOT, do your holidays right. And hopefully, you'll join us next time when we do just a little more Splorin.